Action.
Well, hello, kind of early happy holidays. We're here from SF Land with our new weekly event calendar.
Yeah.
So as I said, kind of early happy holidays. We've just gotten past Thanksgiving. It's definitely the season. And we're dealing with the week of November 26th to December 2nd. So I'm going to start and talk about some holiday kickoff events with tree lighting events. So there's a couple particularly that are on Monday night, the 26th. One is at the top of Nob Hill in Huntington Park. They're going to have some local dignitaries, including Mayor Breed, and they'll have music and refreshments. That should be a fun one at the top of Nob Hill, beautiful up there, across from Grace Cathedral and Fairmont Hotel. Another one is in the Castro, so that should be a different kind of fun. Yeah. It's led by drag performer Donna Sachet, and apparently Santa and elves will also be there. And that is also on Monday night starting at 6 p.m. Now, holiday trees that are already up include Union Square, which is always a great one. And while you're in Union Square, you can look at the shop windows and pop into the St. Francis. They have a great holiday display in there every year. Also, the Fairmont Hotel, Ghirardelli Square, and Pier 39 already have their trees up. So get in the spirit to go to see some of the large Christmas trees.
Those events sound so much fun. I love Christmas lights. I love fun. The Castro, that event looks great. I would love to go. I know the Fairmont, they have a 25-foot gingerbread house. You can eat it. I don't know if they'll let you eat it, but it's all edible.
Maybe after Christmas.
A little stale and crunchy. The good stuff, though, I'd still eat it. I guess leading into another holiday event, on Tuesday the 27th from 4 to 8 at Union Square, they have an ice skating rink, and you can skate for free with a donation. So they're asking for gloves, hats, coats, just winter clothes, anything that you feel is in good shape to give to somebody, and then you get to feel good about it, and then you get to skate. They provide the ice, the skating blades, and, of course, the ice you can skate on. So it seems like a pretty good event. I mean, it's right in Union Square. It's beautiful, like you were saying. Everything's
always festive there.
The huge tree, and then the views and the shopping and snacks.
I'm sure they've got music going while their skaters are going around, so that should be fun.
Yeah, definitely.
Great. So on Tuesday the 27th, away from the holidays, but that night there will be a performance by Gunhild Carling, Sweden's Queen of Swing, at the Woodchoppers Ball at the Verdi Club. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about each part of that. First, the Verdi Club is really a great venue. It's just off of the San Francisco Mission Potrero area on Mariposa. It's an Italian social club that's existed for literally a century. Now, the current building that they're in, they've been in since the 30s, so it's really got some wonderful old school charm. It's not a place that is booked all the time with public events. So when there is a public event, it's really great to go and experience this old place. Yeah. So the Woodchoppers Ball is a weekly public event. You can go there on any given Tuesday, and they always have live performance of bands that are dedicated to basically the swing era. And prior to the live performance, they have dance classes that you can sign up and actually take either a series of monthly classes, or you can just take an individual one. So you can learn to dance, and then the band plays, and then you can dance to the band. Now, Gunhild Carling is a headliner act for this event. Normally, they have local acts. She is internationally known, plays at festivals all over the world. She is particularly famous for playing 3 trumpets at the same time. Oh. She also plays trombone, accordion, flute, bass, bagpipes, and she sings and dances, sometimes tap dances. And sometimes she does all that within one song.
Wow.
So she's quite a force. I've never seen her. I've seen pictures of her. She also looks like a glamorous pinup queen. So that's going to be really a great show. I've seen their information that they advise it's going to sell out. So either get your tickets in advance or show up early, and the performance starts at 9 o'clock. So that's Gunhild Carling on Tuesday, November 22nd.
Wow.
7th.
Oh,
Sorry.
Man, it sounds so good.
Yeah.
I definitely want to get a ticket to that. It seems like such a cool experience. And then to see all that architecture in that old building, much history. Cool place. Oh, man, it sounds good. I got one more event for Tuesday the 27th. This is an every Tuesday event, though, and it's a free French film screening and free wine. Who can pass that up? It is a suggested donation of $5 to be polite, and they host this at the French Francois, don't let me butcher this too much. Alliance Francois de San Francisco.
Alliance Française de San Francisco.
Alliance Française de San Francisco.
Oui.
They will be playing The Illusionist, Les Illusionistes.
Les illusionnistes.
Yeah.
Fortunately, our producer knows how to help us out
Yeah,
there.
he's nice and French. But I mean, the French Films looks great. They do it every Tuesday. It's right around Nob Hill, so it seems like a good place to go and a good place to check out. And there's free wine. Who can pass that free wine?
All right, cool. Okay, back a little bit to holiday and talking about artists. So I'm going to mention a couple artist holiday market events. And these are good opportunities that local artists know that people are shopping for the holidays. They hope that you might buy their work, maybe for yourself or for a friend. And knowing that maybe people have like a little lower price range, they'll usually have things, they might have their artwork reproduced on cards or on smaller pieces that you can consider buying. So first one I'll mention is at the Arc Gallery and Studios that's on Folsom Street in South of Market. That's on Saturday, December 1st in the afternoon, starting at noon. And I've been in there. It's a wonderful exhibit place. They also have some workspaces for some artists there. I like the kind of work that they tend to represent. And of course, they're going to have some snacks out. So that's the first one on Saturday afternoon at the Art Gallery. And then on Sunday, December 2nd, from 11 to 5, there's a little bit of bigger one in the Hunters Point Shipyard. Now, particularly when they have the annual open studios in October, the Hunters Point is a major destination. They have multiple buildings, each one that you can end up going into like hundreds of different artists for their workspaces and where they're showing their work. So this one, they're having one building, but they've got over 60 artists confirmed. And it's a fascinating, place and area. I hope that places like this continue to exist. There is some kind of controversy of what they might be doing for development, so you should be sure to support, go and support the artists at the Hunters Point Shipyard. I'm going to mention 3 artists that I've always seen their work and it's very good. Lynn Rubens and Bruce Katz, although they have different styles, they tend to have their work represent scenes in San Francisco. So if you're a local person and want to be reminded of something that you see around town, look for them and check out their work. And then Eric Joyner has a very whimsical style that is partly, I guess, inspired by interest in science fiction. All his pieces have robots and donuts. There's no particular connection to those. And I have a piece of his in my place with a robot playing guitar and a donut kind of in the background. So Eric Joyner is another one that I recommend that you find at the Hunters Point Shipyard. So that's a lot of stuff happening within 1 week, and I'm sure we've only scratched the surface. There's always so much happening around town.
We really have, especially speaking of the arts in San Francisco are just abundant. There's an abundance of it. The donuts, my love for donuts. I've got to see this Eric Joyner. Oh, yeah, that work's got to be great. I have one more event for you, and it has to deal with the arts. It's with French artwork, French food, and French drinks. It's the French after work party at the Asiento in the Mission District. So it's every last Thursday of the month. It's from 6:30 to 12, and it's a free event. You get to enjoy their company. It's such a long window of time. You can enjoy the mission. There's so many things to explore around there. A lot of livelihood, a lot of food, but the artwork and the drinks and the snacks are definitely bringing me in. Yeah. So I think that caps us off. That's a lot to do in 1 week. There's always a lot to do here in San Francisco, and we're here to tell you about it.
Okay. We'll see you next time. Thanks.
Bye.